Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you're ready to grow your business in 2023. This is Terry Wilson, TerryWilson3.com. Thank you guys for joining me tonight on the Zoom call. I promise I won't take but about 10 minutes here just to show you some things I'm excited about what I'm doing in my business, and maybe, hopefully, it'll inspire you, encourage you, maybe illustrate to you some things that you could do in your business. And if you don't have a business, maybe inspire you, motivate you to start one. You don't have to go full time. You don't have to jump in head first if you're not done anything. This is the best time since I have been an entrepreneur myself that I think you could really do something, and it's a good time to do it for growth reasons and for protection reasons. I just think with the fluctuations within the job market and the world economy and all those other things, why not have more control over your ability to earn and your income? I have been on a health journey, and I'm not going to talk much about that, but I just want to tell this quick story of how this presentation came together tonight. I'm recording this on January the 2nd in a live Zoom call meeting right now, and I have picked up a great habit. I have started getting up early in the morning, getting to the gym at 6 a.m. and working out for at least an hour. And typically I'm either doing strength training or cardio. Today was cardio day, so I'm on the treadmill. And as I'm on the treadmill, I use this time to just reflect, to pray, to meditate, to think about, business, life, faith, family, and those things. And because it's the new year and because I was slated to do this tonight, I was thinking, Lord, give me a sign, show me, make it abundantly clear if there's anything I need to adjust, modify, work on in the business. I don't want to wait till it's too late. I want to be ahead of the curve as much as possible. And so I'm just, help me be in tune with what's going on. Give me a sign, if you will. Is the strategies that I just released this last quarter, is it viable moving forward in the next quarter? I mean, what should I do? And as I'm praying and just having those thoughts and really examining and re-examining, my whole workflow process, what I do, my strategies, my marketing, and everything in between, I'm on the treadmill and I'm just looking down on my iPhone at my TW3 app, and it's doing its thing. I'm seeing people coming in, opting in, asking questions. The system is automatically answering for me. Everything's automated. And then all of a sudden I get a text alert. Hey, you've got 8:30. Hey, you got a 9. Hey, you got a 9. And so, which is not unusual. That's what it's supposed to do, is book my calendar for me so that when I'm ready to sit down and talk, I'm talking to pre-qualified people that already need, want, desire, and can afford what it is I offer, and they've seen the value and they want to move forward. So that's the beautiful thing about our system and our strategy that we show you. And it was reaffirming to me, and just sort of, okay, this is still, it's doing what it's supposed to do, and I'm still using a strategy that's still viable. Great. But here was the amazing thing, is these weren't just follow-up calls to move forward in the funnel and to build rapport. These were closing calls, and they were high-end closing calls, so much so that after all the appointments I had this morning, I was able to close a little over $5,000 in business before noon today, and this is first work day in January. And so I said, Lord, thank you, because if this is an omen, if this is what 2023, I hope the rest of 2023 can be as productive and as profitable, and we stay on the cutting edge. And so tonight, I want to talk to you about two areas that you could grow your business and your income in right now. And it's the two areas of business. And I'm just going to share a little bit about what I'm doing and where my head's at. I'm going to be talking about, the B2B space and the B2C space. Now, if you're not familiar with those terms, that's just jargon for business to business and business to customer. If you're going to be in business, you're either going to sell to customers, just at regular individuals, or you're going to sell to other businesses. Here at TW3, we have products, goods, and services that supply value for both. We have people in the business space that need lead generation, they need marketing, they need brand, they need reputation management, they need SEO. They need all these digital marketing tools and assets and management tools. And then we have products, goods, and services, hundreds and thousands of different products, goods, and services from every space you could think of that would service customers. And one of my favorite places to be in when I'm dealing with individuals is just simply the opportunity space. Been doing that now over a decade now. And I like it because it's an easy sell. If I can show someone a viable way that they can improve their career, I don't know of too many people that don't want to earn more money and enjoy what they do more. And if you can provide a way to doing that, there's no selling. It's just getting out of the way and answering questions. So when I'm dealing with customers, in the B2C space, I really like that space. So in the B2B opportunity, there's several ways that I'm able to help them, and I'm going to be helping them moving forward in 2023. And that's, of course, with business software, marketing solutions as we ramp up even more of those. SEO, Google My Business, and Yext. I'm going to be getting more and more involved in that, doing some of that now, but that sector is really exploding in my business. And a new area that I really honed in on that has just, this is a door opener for me, the reputation management, because I have several restaurant clients, several retail shop owners that love our reputation management software system and strategy. And it's the same system and software I use, and I'm just able to help them. And if you're an Elite member, you have these tools in your back office, and I'll share a little bit about that tonight. But it's a great way to earn even more money, provide more value, and have a residual income component to it. So it's really good. In the software, of course, we have every type of software a business owner would ever need, from a software telephone system, a calendar system, a chat bot, lead marketing like text and email and social media, everything to a CRM, everything a business would need. We have individual software components. I'm going to be able to sell them anywhere from, $30 on up to, $150, $200. And every software piece I sell, I make an initial 50% commission, and I make an initial or recurring 50% commission thereafter. Every month they keep the software. Great way to build residual income. I'm going to show some of my income statements later, and I'll show you can really make really good money. And it's a way for you guys that's ever been in insurance and like that residual income component to insurance. It's a way of having that, capturing that without having to get into the financial services and insurance space with all of the red tape that's involved there. Of course, I'm going to have my marketing software systems and enterprise systems for every industry that's out there. We've got a solution from restaurants to legal to coaching to automobile to gym memberships, everything you could think of. We've got an enterprise system for. Here again, make a nice commission on the front end. If you are an Elite member, you have access to this. Even if you're not a member, you can become an affiliate and get a 10% commission on this. But as an Elite member, you're getting 50% commissions on this, and the residual components on this are super nice. Now, something I added on in the last 6 months of last year, and it's just exploded and continues to grow, is our SEO, Google My Business, and text system here. This it just is extremely, extremely profitable, and businesses love it, and it's easy to sell. It doesn't cost them a lot. It doesn't cost you much time to get set up for them. And then it's just a reoccurring income stream every month thereafter, because once they have this, they keep it. Our reputation management software is stellar. It sends out text. It asks the client of its experience. It syncs that experience with Google My Business and other software components so that it promotes the good reviews, and it sends the bad reviews to you directly so you can address them before they get posted and help save and garnish that reputation. It is a wonderful system, and it is worth its weight in gold. I have sold this for as little as $100 a month, and I've got another client that I'm selling this for as much as $500 a month. Great income potential here, And as an elite member, you have this software solution in your back office. And I would strongly encourage you, especially as more and more people are buying online, looking online, it's viable, and you got to have it. If you're a business, and so I'm glad that we've got that to be able to offer it. In the B2C space, I'm going to continue to work the job and opportunity space because it is so lucrative, and I have a feeling with the contraction of the job market moving forward, it's still going to be even more viable. Keep in mind that TW3 was started in 2008 when it was the Great Recession, and there's a huge contraction going on. So our business tends to really thrive in times that are strained in the job market because we're able to offer people a very diverse and high income without some of the hoopla that other opportunities have. So it's affordable. I mean, we can get folks started for as little as nothing, and for as much as $297, and they can have an opportunity to either earn hourly or salary, or have that freedom as entrepreneurship brings, to where you can really earn some good money. I'm going to be working in the financial and lending space because I feel like that's going to be a great space moving forward to help people there. And we've got referral marketing partners that are going to pay me up to $500 per client, whether they buy anything or not. So I'll be in that space a lot. And I love coaching because it opens the door for mindset and ministry and spiritual matters as well. So those are the three areas I'm going to be working heavy and hard this year on, because I feel like that has the most opportunity for growth and the most opportunity to help a lot of people. And as I help a lot of people, I'm going to be helped. And with TW3, we have all the tools I need to be able to help in those different spaces. In the job opportunity, the reason I'm there is because that's my bread and butter. I make so much money. I can make up to $750 per sale doing the call center model. That's just where I use my system to drive calls into me. I can help people get hourly and salary jobs that I make anywhere from $5 to $1,100 per applicant. I'm not selling them anything. I'm getting them an hourly job, and I'm getting paid anywhere from $500 to $1,100. And I'm helping people getting in the writing space. I get anywhere from $2.50 up to $50 to help people get started. Because let's face it, a lot of people aren't salespeople. A lot of people don't. The reason they back away sometimes from thinking they could be an entrepreneur is they just feel a little timid about speaking to other people. They're introverted type personalities, and nothing wrong with that. I am that way in some ways. My daughters are a lot, and my wife is. So I get that totally. And here's a way that you can work for yourself and not, have some of those things about being in front of a lot of people, talking all the time. That might be a turnoff for a typical opportunity type job. So I love that. And these are the incomes I'm making in those spaces, helping people in the job and opportunity. Give you a quick example. Here's just an RMP right here that in the month of December, I cleared a little over $2,500 simply by helping people with hourly and writing jobs. Here is an income statement of $32,000. I was able to help people with simply helping them on board with some other opportunities and some entrepreneurial opportunities. So the deal is real. You can make a lot. Now, I'm not saying if you get my system, or if you're thinking about buying something, this is not a guarantee. Okay, I want you to hear that. But I'm not the only one doing this. Several other people are doing this. So if I can do it, I've always told people, if I can do it, I feel like if people will apply themselves, take the time to learn, work through the pain of frustration, because anytime you learn something new, it's frustrating. But if you'll persist, you will profit. And I'm just telling you, I've seen it so much for the last 14 years with a lot of people. Business leads is a question. Well, Terry, if I wanted to work in the business space, I don't necessarily want to deal with customers and opportunity. I want to sell your software as a solution. How do I get leads? Well, number one, the software solutions that we sell, you could use to get in front of as many B2B leads as you want. So just the software. We also have a data list that has over 225 million, I believe, business leads that's filtered and scrubbed. And of course, we have our social media marketing component in our software. And those are the three major ways that I generate B2B leads. Now, I just introduced something in your back office, and I'm actually going to be talking about this to the elite members this coming Wednesday night. We've got a new software that I'm offering our elite and, well, any of our members, to be honest with you, but especially I'm going to be training with our elites. This software will generate Google My Business reports. It will generate website reports, SEO reports. It generates everything about that business as far as a snapshot of what they look like online, from search, from backlinks to everything. And it generates a report for them. And all you have to do is say, hey, I want to work with restaurants in Boiling Springs, South Carolina. I click on, what I want. I click the button, and then all of a sudden it generates all those leads. Every restaurant in Boiling Springs that's got, a restaurant and they're online, it's going to show me, and it's going to produce a report for me. It's going to show, hey, here's some areas that they're weak in. Their reputation stinks. Their backlinks are not good. This is bad. This is bad. And everything that it's going to show me, I've got a software solution and strategy to help them with. So all I've got to do is walk in and say, my company's offering a free report of where you're at online right now in ways that you can improve. It doesn't cost you anything. I'd love to drop this off sometime between 3 and 5 when it's not busy, if you got a second. And 9 out of 10 times, if it's free for me and it shows them strategies and what they ought to be doing, and then I just say, hey, this is what we do. This is where we're good. This is where we're strong. And I have written some business using this software that typically is around $300. Our members get a major discount. It's like $37. I'll let the cat out of the bag. So right there it is. Data list, of course, if anybody can buy our data, but if you're a member, you get this data next to nothing. I mean, it's a $60 worth of data here. I think that's 1,000 leads that our members get for around $12-15. So I use that a lot, load it in my CRM and start text, email, and voice marketing those data lists. So that's how I use that. Social media, I'm going to continue to use that. I don't depend on social media because, social media changes so much what you can and can't do. But we have in our app, it syncs with all of my different channels. I just throw out what I'm doing on my blog, what I'm doing on my podcast. If I send an email out, if I send a text out, I'm also sending it through social media. So I'm hitting everyone that way, and it's all automated. So I'm not having to spend a lot of time doing that. And then if I want customer leads, I typically am going to use online ads. I'm going to use solo ads. Solo ads is where I put my ads on someone else's email list. That's a they're not going to be competing with me. In other words, I don't want to put my name and information on John Lee Dumas, because he's got his own membership, he's got his own training, he's got his own everything, and so he wouldn't do that anyway, and I wouldn't do it for him, even though we're know each other and partly friendly. But I'm going to put, if there's someone out there, let's say in the insurance space, and they got a lot of insurance agents, and all they're wanting to do is build their agency. Well, I might come along and say, hey, I'll give you X, Y, Z. Well, we've got a way that you can do that through our solo ad system. And because a lot of times people say, well, Terry, I just got started. I don't have a huge mailing list. You can get a mailing list of other people that they've got a huge open rate because people know them. They've been on that list forever, and you can put ads on there. Cold marketing is definitely the most difficult, but still viable if you learn the craft and can do it well. I use cold marketing all the time. Cold texting is my favorite. I think it's the most affordable. I think it's the most reliable as far as response. So I use that. And then once I do that, I just nurture my leads. I nurture it through text that's going out, social media that's going out, voicemail drops that would go out, emails that would go out. That's how I make sure that those leads are nurtured, because I'm wanting to generate a ton of leads, and I'm wanting to nurture those leads. I want to build rapport with those leads, and I don't want to have to spend time with those leads. That's literally speak with them until they're at the ready. Hey, I want to do something about it. I want to check on this, make sure it's legit. So that's what the system is for, and that's how it works so well. My B2C strategy is I'm going to post ads. And let me just say, this morning, all I did was I post some ads. I'm generating a little over 100 leads a day. Out of those leads, I'm getting 25 qualified leads. And out of those, I'm getting 2 closes typically a day. Now, what does a close make me? Anywhere from $1,500 to $3,500 in new business. And that doesn't count the referral marketing profits I make as well. So here's the cool thing that we're able to offer. And I want to draw your attention, if you're an elite member on here or you're becoming an elite member later. This strategy right here, the strategy is making me the most money. I did a training already on it. It's in the back office, and the TikTok on that training, that is the exact email, the exact text, the exact videos, the exact funnel, the automation components. It's all created and it's right there, step by step. Shows you do this, set your funnel up this way. Here's what you say. Let me just click on one of those and let me show you something. If I click on, let's go down to here, this PDF right here, and let me show you this just as an example. Come on. If I click on that right there, that is step by step the text that I use. And it's got speaking to them in their name, talking about where they live, yada, 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 because I got that information. And then I'm sending out email as well. The strategy I'm using, the offers I'm using, everything I'm using right there. It's paint by color or numbers, excuse me. So it's right there. Now, the question is, if you've never been with us before, talked to anyone, the question has got to be begging to be answered right now in your mind. Well, this is all great. It sounds good. It sounds like you can make some money if it's legit, but it's got to cost, too much to get started. No, not really. You can get started for as little as $0 or as much as $297. That's what it's going to cost you to get started. And it's all based on your credit, okay? Because our system is financed 99.9% of the time, so why would you come off the hip? Plus, we've got some financing for as little as no interest, and it goes up to maybe around 21% interest like a credit card. Long or the short, you can get in the system, start using the system, start learning the system, start making money with the system before you ever even have to pay a lot of money for the system, okay? And these are big ticket sales that you're going to be able to make. And you can pay it off early, you can pay it off, amortized over 48 months, 60 months, but it's up to you. You can do what you want. And the question is, well, how much can I make? You can make anywhere from $750 to $18,000 per sale. You can make as little as $1 to $1,100 on non-sales. I make a lot of money just helping people, offering them value. And what it is those third-party companies are paying me to send that referral over to them, whether they buy anything or not. This isn't affiliate marketing, it's referral marketing. So that is a wonderful way to stay in the B2C space. And it's easy, it's low-hanging fruit, make a ton of money, and you got a reliable, viable solution that's been, time tested, people tested, industry tested. We've been around for 14 and a half. We're going on 15 years this year. This will be our 15th year. This coming July. And it's not just me. It's just not a few others. There's a lot of people that do what we do, use what we use, have been using the TW3 system for over a decade and doing well with it. So what can you do? Well, one of the questions, well, Terry, I don't know. Well, you could use our system in a writing style, and I could show you how to make money just using our system, writing articles, writing blogs, posting things, and making money. You could just simply take calls, read a script, and make money. If you're someone that's like, I can't halfway spell, my typing, I'm always making little faux pas on the keyboard and not, proofing my content before it goes out. But you could literally just take calls, read a script, make money. You can post videos and make money. We're releasing some TikTok videos that we're going to allow people to use, and you can make money that way. And you can podcast. If you're a big talker like me, you could do that. But those are the 4 things I'm going to be doing, and I think a lot of other people could be doing it as well. And that's how I'm ready to start growing my business even more in 2023. So let me answer your questions now. Yeah, so Lori, that software that I was alluding to, I'll be showing you guys Wednesday night um, about it, and I didn't spend a lot of time on that because I didn't want, cause I, you know, talking to people about TW3 is challenging in this. It's so wide, so deep. I mean, there's a lot of ways to make money with our platform, and so I'm just trying this 30,000 view. But yeah, it's hard. And Gary, you're a pro at sort of distilling it down to, hey, you want to make money? Get this. And he's got the tap card coming. I love it, man. That's awesome. So and that's another I see I didn't even bring that up. And I've made so much money at the gym just tapping that like Gary's doing right now on other people's phones. And what does that do when you tap it, Gary? It takes whatever phone you're tapping, and what does it do
Takes
there?
them wherever you want to go on the yellow brick road. You could take them to to an offer within Terry Wilson 3. You could take them to your digital business card. You could take them to Google reviews. You can take them to an online menu at a restaurant. You can take them just wherever you want that has a link that's provided. We start you out with the basics with the digital business card. So you can get, that's like really, really, really popular, is
Yeah.
the part. But once they see the rest of the technology, it's cutting edge, definitely. So yeah.
It really is. And you know as well as I do, you just want a traditional business card. It's in the trash as soon as you leave. You tap that on their phone, you just giving them information and taking information. And now they're in that CRM and you can just drip on them.
Oh yeah,
So
you
you're a
give them
little
a business
hard.
card. It's like it's going to be in the trash can before the end of the day.
That's
It's history, you know.
exactly right. And for you guys that are content creators or creative types, I've shown this trick to a lot of pastors. I've got them a tap card, and I say, hey, listen, you need to give away your book, put it in ebook format, or give them away a podcast that you've done, or something like that. Give some value, some sort of encouragement, some sort of special invitation, anything that's digital, MP3, PDF, anything that you can put on a website, anything
Well,
you
they can
could.
donate too, so they can
They
have a
can
link to
donate.
fit from the church. Hey, you want to give? You don't have cash or change? Hey, we got it covered. Go
Boom,
right.
boom, shake the room. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't want to stand in the way of anybody wanting to do good for me. Come on. I'm sorry. Was Larry Dotson want to give me some money? Let me get out of the way. Oh man, yeah. So, yeah, that software, what it's going to do, it's going to you put what category of business you want. It's sort of like a lead scraper, but it's got this extra component. It's not just scraping the data of the company as far as their contact information. It does that. But then it goes in behind all of that company's internet and website, social media assets. And it does a full, is there any link breakages? What's the SEO? What's the website speed? What's their reputation? Any and everything that you need to know about that company's digital footprint, it's going to give you. And then it prints out this just beautiful report. And you put your logo on it, like you drew it up, right? And then you just go in there and say, I'm with the Greenbacks Business Services. We just make things go boom. And you're my favorite barbecue restaurant with the brisket barbecue down here in Texas. And I just thought, on behalf of the Greenbacks family, here is a free review on your site, your system, and everything going on. And you say, and by the way, I noticed that yada, yada, yada. You could fix that for as little as $50, by the way. And it would just spike up your traffic over here on lunchtime. What? What? See, it's just a door opener. And you print
Yeah.
that thing up real nice in a little folder. Come
And then
on
you
now.
click here, you get 10% off. And then that way they download everything right there.
That's right.
Yeah. So I had an elite member sign up today and she was asking me about the tap card. And I was like,
Woo!
I said, yeah. I said, well, it doesn't come with it. You can get it. But if you're an elite member, then you actually Terry splits everything with you
That's
where you can
right.
make some money on the back end. So when you're at the elite level, that's where you're able to get residual pay and other different incentive pay that on other products throughout the whole system that you can make money on. So she says she's not only excited to get in the TAP business card, but also promoting it and then making money just by promoting it at the same time. So
Nice. Yeah, those tap cards and digital cards are bad to the bone. They just are. We've got two versions. You can get the plastic that's got the NFC tap, or you can get the metal like Greenbacks has got right there, and they just scan the QR code. But I use it to put them in my funnel. You know, I'm out and about all the time,
Got to
and
do that. Oh yeah.
yeah, you know how easy is it when I'm out and you hear someone complain about the state of the economy, the business, or whatever, and they're not happy with their job. And I said, well, you know, our company's hiring. Tap this right here. Boom. Fill that out sometime, and I'll put in a good word for you. You know, you're gonna get somebody in your funnel. I mean, it's recruiting on autopilot. And then if you stack it like I showed you guys in the mastermind, you know, you can give them this, give them that, you know, find something that's a fit for them. It don't necessarily, but you're making money helping them with all these third parties as well. It is. It's great. And in Greenbacks, you brought it up, man. You can sell that thing. You know, you could sell a tap card for $50. I think one of them, and it's $25 commission to you.
Yep.
And then if they need assets to make that thing hum, like for instance, they don't have a CRM, they don't have an autoresponder. That's a built-in excuse to sell them that software.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have that? Well, I can add this to it. You know,
you don't have a calendar?
You don't have a calendar?
You don't have a CRM? Oh, you don't have an app for your smartphone? Oh, well, then you have to have this. Okay. So then it just opens the door up for the rest of the other product line, you know.
That's exactly right. That tap card, man, I'm telling you, it just basically alleviates any excuse that you're going to run into anybody that needs to give you money.
Well, you've been doing a bunch of great training on the tap card for people to see. Keep that going because, man, it's just great content to have out there. So
I appreciate it. I need to use someone else's face, I think, but I think it is. All right. Any questions? Any questions? We're up here just chewing the fat. Want to make sure everybody gets some value out of tonight. Got people coming in. We still got people. That's awesome. So, yeah. So she had a question about that. All right. Don't be shy. If you first time on, I'd love to give you a shout out. If this is your first time on one of these live Zoom calls with us, let us know. Hey, Michael, good to have you. What part of the world? Unmute your mic. I can't, we see you, we just can't hear you. As they said in 2020, you're still on mute. I think that was the slogan for 2020. Is this live? Hey, I can hear you.
Right. So, I'm from you can't tell it by my accent, but I live out in California now.
Yeah, I was about to say you don't talk funny. Why you must not natively be from California. Where are you from natively?
Well, good question. Grew up down in southern Georgia, a little place called Brunswick.
I know exactly where Brunswick is. Yeah.
So
yeah. No wonder you don't talk funny.
Well, yeah. Between there and Atlanta and Dallas and Nolens and Missouri and
oh man,
a little bit here, a little bit there.
Oh man,
I'm here by invitation of Gary.
Oh, okay. So, well, you come with some good people. Well, welcome on tonight. Good to have you.
I put red invitation, red alert.
How you like that one? It's like, okay.
That's right. Well, we're just kicking back, having fun, man.
I'm very curious. I've watched some of your other podcasts, and so it's got me curious enough. And I got in at a really good time where I could get on here. I've been trying for 3 months now. So thank you.
Good. It's good to have you. And I'll tell you, the one common denominator, and Gary will tell you this, I'm not here trying to convince anyone to get in the insurance business or the financial business, the lending business, or the coaching business. Here's what I'm encouraging everybody. Learn how to generate leads. You generate leads, you can be in any business you want. You could sell bags of sand if that's what you want to do. But you got to have someone that needs, wants, desire, and can afford whatever it is you want to sell. And once we pick that up, man, we can do whatever we want.
Yep.
And that's what we do here. And hope we can help you in your journey, wherever that journey takes you and whatever you're wanting to do.
I'm in the process of putting two businesses together, and both of them I need leads. So that's one of the things that jumped out at me whenever I was watching your the recorded podcast. I said, well, let me get on here and see what I can see and see what I can pick up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
By the way, I'll hush and let you get on to it. But how about them dogs?
Ah, come on now. Come on now. Let's not start a civil war on here. We just keep it going. I'm with you, but we got to keep it polite, you know. Yeah. My daughter just turned me on to a country song called Tennessee Orange, where it's a girl that started dating a boy from Tennessee and says, "Don't tell daddy, mama, but I'm wearing Tennessee Orange."
Well, they were my second favorite team this year. So, believe it or not, the only one game I didn't pull for them was when they played us.
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael, I'll reach out to you and then we'll catch up and then, I'll answer some questions for you. Okay.
I figured you. I appreciate it. You just flashed on my screen right whenever I was talking. I thought, okay, let me tell you who I am. I belong to him.
You got to be careful with Gary and flashing on a Zoom call. He'd be like Jeffrey Toobin, you know what I'm saying? That's why they won't even let him on CNN anymore.
TMI, man.
All right. Lori's got her head in her hands like Wilson has.
What's going on in 2023, Terry? What is happening?
Hey, I'm telling you, man, it's the first day working this year. I'm on the treadmill and my phone, ding, closing call, ding, another closing call. I had 3 closing calls, and 2 of them bought elite packages for noon. If I don't put a smile on your face, I don't know what will. I mean, come on, make $5,000 or $3,500 in commission before noontime. I mean, I felt like I could take a nap.
Hey, all that is, that's 100 leads a day.
100 leads a day.
Minimum.
100 leads a day. I mean, like my uncle said, a blind squirrel will find an acorn every once in a while. If you put that many leads through your CRM, I mean, you talk in tongues and sell something to somebody. So it's just
the big secret is behind the scenes to do this is there's work involved. Okay.
Yes. Now thank you, Gary, because I get in trouble because honestly, all the work was done before the gym. It was done weeks prior, building out this funnel, thinking about how do I drip on these people? How do I draw them in? What do I say? All of that stuff. It is work. You're right, Gary. You got to drive the traffic. Not only that, you got to nurture that traffic. But once you get it, once you get your system going, and guys, don't try to shortcut yourself. I get this all the time. Hey, I just want to start making money. Okay, well, here's what you got to do. Set up your funnel this way. No, I ain't got time to learn like technical stuff. I mean, well, that's the craft. You got to learn that, because here's the thing. I can go in and do it for you. I can. But did you hear what I was saying at the very front? What was I doing this morning on the treadmill? What was I praying? God, do I need to change anything? What does something need to shift? Because here's the thing. Things change all the time. And if I don't have the skill set to say, oh, I need to readjust my funnel. It's not working anymore. Oh, I need to fix this over here. If I don't have that skill set, what happens? I walk away. I'm not going to use the word ticked off, because I just spent this money buying this funnel and it does this and it worked 6 months ago. But now things have changed and I don't have the skill set to change it. And now I feel like I've been ripped off. I just paid for this thing, don't work. And I don't want people to feel ripped off. I don't want people to get ripped off. Well, how do you not get ripped off? Develop the skill set that says, okay, if I need to just, because Terry's doing it this way now. Okay, I see what he's doing. So I got to put it this way. You got that stuff under your fingers, so you know how to do it.
Don't reinvent the wheel, Don't
reinvent the wheel. We're not saying you got to be this super creative genius. That's the thing about that mastermind. Gary's coming all the time. Hey, this is what I'm doing. Chris is coming. Lori's coming. Bobby's coming. Larry's coming with value bombs left and right. Everybody's coming. You learn, and then you don't have to reinvent anything. Hey, this is working for so-and-so. But here's the thing they don't do. Go home, click F1, drop and drag this. They don't do that. You don't get that information. Okay. You don't get the alphabet. You get the paragraph. You got to learn the alphabet and the sentence structure and the grammatic. You just get the overarching. Hey, Gary just wrote this paragraph, and man, it is singing everybody's song, and they are just crying when they hear him talk about this. Hey, I want to write a song like that. All right, but he's not going to give you note by note. That's where the work is. I want to be transparent, and that's why we teach the way we teach. I get people all the time, Terry, just give me, step 1, 2, 3, write it out. And I do that from time to time. I just did that in this past, but I'm going to warn you guys right now. This is January 2nd, 2023. Hear me now, feel me later. That thing I did back in November that gave you the TikTok step by step, I'm telling you, at some point it will stop working. And if you don't have the skill sets to adjust and change, but all you did was have someone do it for you and copy, you're lost again. And that's why people get frustrated also, all the time. Terry,
they've got to, in the beginning, not to interrupt you, but
no, please.
They have to go over our training.
Okay? Yes.
They have to do it. Now, does it take, 4 years of college to do this training? No. It takes literally a couple of days, probably 16 hours, depending on the individual. Okay. Yeah. And their skill set. And, if they're a get things done now type of person, whatever kind of personality they're bringing to the table. But once they go over that basic training, then don't try to make everything perfect. Okay. Right. If people try to make everything perfect, they're never going to go to town. They're going to sit at the light, and they're not even going to go through the intersection. Okay. So you want to start having results. Activity breeds results. So once you go through that basic training, just like you're in the military, you go to basic training. You go, hey, Terry Wilson 3, we have some basic training, okay, that you go over that in the beginning. Now you may seem like, I don't feel like doing it, but guess what? You want to have a skill set. You want to have an education. You want to have another tool that you can use yourself to make money and put it in the bank. You're going to need to do this.
Get your reps in. Reps in. Develop that muscle memory. So when you're in the game, it ain't the first time you've picked up a basketball in a long time. That's the whole point. You got to get your reps in. You got to develop that muscle memory. And you're right, Gary. You got to go through the training. And if you're on here tonight and you say, well, I'm not a technical person. I hate technology. I hate computers. I get it. And believe it or not, I know a lot of you not going to believe this. I'm not a technical person. I am a salesman at heart. Okay. But here's what happened to me. And I pray it don't happen to you. I had a company. I had a guy. All I did was I paid him to do the thing, and I did all the selling. Well, when 2008 happened and the world come crashing down on the Wilson household, I lost my guy. And so now the only thing I know how to do is sell online. And the guy that I paid a salary each year, I don't have money to pay anymore. So it's sink or swim, do or die. So I don't want you guys to have to be in that situation, but mentally put yourself in that situation. There's some things I'm going to have to do. I just got to do it. You don't mean that's what you're going to do forever, but you got to learn enough about it. See, right now, a lot of the stuff I'm doing now, I get other people to do it. I do. I pay my kids to do it. I mean, it's not worth my time to spend developing this or doing that. But the reason why I learned it is because, number one, I can speak intelligently about it if I need to talk to someone. And number two, if I have to do it, I can. If you're a salesman on here and say, hey, I'm a salesperson, I'm not a tech person, fine, but learn enough about the technology that you can speak intelligently about it so that when you're talking to people, you're going to be able to sell more. And more importantly, after you make that sale, you can help them and answer questions.
And if you go somewhere else to buy some of these products that we have in the product line, you're going at it alone. Okay. And the odds are you're not going to never get it done. That's just the cold hard facts. You're not going to get it done going at it alone. Now, Our system, we have it all under one roof. And I mean, emphasis on all. We literally do. We have every component, software, training, coaching that's available in the marketplace in 2023. I mean, wouldn't you say that, Terry? I mean, that's pretty strong, services that we have here. So once you learn everything, then, you follow the step-by-step training in literally a numerical order. Okay. So just follow that and then just, don't reinvent the wheel, keep moving forward. and, also have good energy in the business. I would recommend, I see a lot of my clients that are very successful, they have great energy, about them. And that's one thing that I would say, if you don't have that, you want to work on that. That's going to,
that's more important than knowing how the software works is your attitude going to, but Maya Angelou said it the best. People often forget what you say, but they'll never forget how you make them feel. And that's why you hire a new guy off of a car lot. You bring a new guy in, don't know anything about cars, but man, he's hungry and he's happy. He'll walk circles around the old dogs out there that's got an attitude, and attitude is more important than anything. So, that's why I work out in the morning. That's why I spend some time, in prayer. And, I'm having to work on me, because before I can talk to someone, I got to go ahead and say, I choose my attitude before someone else does for me. Mm-hmm. You got to do that. And
then also one other thing, Terry, so on the training, so when you go through the training, we have some people that'll go through it. They don't have any questions. We have some people that'll go through it. They'll have a few questions, and then some will have a lot of questions. Wherever you may fall in on that scale is fine. There's no problem. Just, ask the questions. We'll help you through it and get you, through that initial training process. So whatever skill set you bring to the table, if anybody's listening that's in a place where I don't know if I can get this done 100%, am I going to be supported? Am I going to be helped? Am I going to be left behind? Well, the answer to that question is no, we're not going to leave you behind. Okay, as long as you want to work and you want to get it done, we're not going to quit on you. We're going to be there to help you. And once you finish that initial training, then you're going to start be able to operate, pretty much, anything that you want, here. So.
Yeah. And we've got a lot of clients. Matter of fact, one of the clients today that I sold an elite package to has a lot of the same software we already offer. And you say, well, why would they buy it all over again and do it? Because they bought it from someone branded differently in a different vein and all this other stuff. And to be quite honest with you, they're paying more for what I'm offering than the other person. But here's why. What Gary just said, support. Because that other company, they just sell it, and set it and forget it. We support you. There's 3 ways we support you. We've got on-demand video in the back office, and we're constantly up. Me and Gary spent an hour on the phone a day, and he was giving me some TikTok on what he needed or he felt like needed to be done to update some of the training, because he gets a lot of questions for his clients. So I wrote it down. And I said, by Wednesday, I will try to have these 2 things knocked out to help your clients. And so we're constantly having to update our videos. So we have on-demand video. If you're an elite member, you have a mastermind on Wednesday nights. You have your trainer. One of the reasons we pay such high commissions out here at TW3 is because you're learning the system and you're being trained on the system so that you can then be a benefit and help other people as well. So you've got a trainer, which that other program that they got involved in, that was the thing they was missing as well as the mastermind. And finally, if you get, hey, I'm trying to figure this out and I don't know what, you can send in a ticket, and within 24 hours, we typically say, well, it's in this video here, it's in this video here, and we try to help you that way. So we hit you in because people have different work schedules. A lot of times people are coming home from work and late in the evening say, hey, I'm working on this. Can you guys look this up for me or help me out? And so if it's something that we can show you a video, we send that to you. If it's something that we feel like your trainer needs to advance because it's going to be a screen share type thing, we'll advise you and just be patient with your trainers, because especially you guys that are doing business with some of our top trainers, they got a lot of clients. Okay. So it's not like you can just, hook them up on the phone and they like that, but they will get every one of them. They're going to be responsive and you can book appointments with them. So do that and make sure you take advantage of that. Something else Gary said that I wanted to just bounce off of. He's right. You could go off and buy this stuff individually at any point. Here's what it would cost you by the other guy's pricing. If you was to break it down, it would be $3,700 a month. If you was to break it down and get our discounted pricing, because we sell the same stuff for a little bit less, you would save money just buying it a la carte individually. But here's the deal. You can get all of this stuff bundled together, trained on it, have a trainer, and be able to resell it. And it's included in one of these packages. And if you get it financed, you could get it down as low as $89 a month for our top package. So that's where the magic happens. So just wanted to break that down because the pricing and all that, if you want to see this page, it's over at my website, terrywilson3.com, and go under about and just click on the membership and it'll show you that page right there to show you that. Okay. Someone asked the question, does this happen every Monday night? No, it doesn't, but we are going to do this once a month on Mondays. We're going to try to be faithful in doing a open call session like this once a month. And I do when regular scheduling, since October, we have not been on a regular schedule because of holiday season, vacation and stuff like that. But my members will tell you that I do sporadic trainings throughout the week. So every other 2 or 3 weeks, I'll send out a thing, hey, tomorrow at 3 p.m. And it's nothing but a Q&A. So this is more of a sales call or presentation call and getting everybody excited about the new year. But we get into even more in-depth training. It's not a sales call. It's just asking anything and I'll help you with your funnel or anything else.
And then Terry, the elite training also on Wednesday.
Oh yeah. So. Yeah. You gotta be on that. If you're not coming to that and you're an elite member, come on now. Cause that's where you learn so much. And guys, when I say that not about you're learning from me, you learn from everybody. I mean, it wasn't just Larry Dotson a few months ago about the tap card, and look what happened. He just brings it up. Have you ever heard of this name?
Is Larry responsible for that, man?
Larry is responsible for the tap card. Man. Larry and his wisdom. We
need to have a conference, man. I'm telling you.
Larry, we can't hear you on mute if you're talking, brother. Yeah.
Well, I don't know why not. Okay. It's all good. It's all good stuff.
Larry was in some of that Kentucky communion and was inspired and just brought up the tap card, and that's what happened.
Shame on me, but yeah, you're right.
He was, and that was at the elite mastermind meeting, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
See what you get.
That's what I tell some clients. I say, hey, you want to go to the elite meeting? I mean, you've heard it like you are who you hang out with, or you're going to be who you hang out with. When you're hanging out with the top people in the company, and Terry Wilson and everybody that's there, hey, I mean, things are just moving ahead at a much quicker pace, there.
Oh, you will get up to speed. I mean, because honestly, there's some things that are taught and there's some things that are caught. And there's a lot of things I just catch. Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? You can hear one thing that actually just triggers the way you're thinking. You could hear just one comment that would just, be very valuable to yourself,
That's exactly right. Yeah. Stay hungry, guys, because there's a psychology and theology behind it, but you see what you're looking for. If all I am is looking for the negative in the world and all I think is just, that's all I'll see. But if I see and I expect there's something out here, there's opportunity around the corner, there's problems here, but there's solutions to it. And I expect that I'm going to find and see, I'll see it. It happened to me today. I mean, I said, show me a sign. I need to see something. Is this funnel still relevant or do I need to adjust? Because I'm just thinking through the process. And then all of a sudden, what am I seeing? Boom, 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 boom.
And hey, Terry, I had a question.
Yes, sir.
So you were talking about how the system, you integrated TikTok in with the system not too long ago.
That's
and
right.
that you were going to do some training here soon about TikTok for traffic that come directly into the software.
Yep.
Get TikTok integrated from TikTok together where leads can come in to the system. Can you speak about that a little bit?
Yes. TikTok is the biggest social media platform and highest converting platform out there now. I mean, if you're not on TikTok, you need to be on there because I don't consider myself, a quote unquote, I can't twerk, guys. I don't, why would anybody watch me on TikTok?
No.
Yeah, exactly. No. But working with a comedian and some other people, trying to come up with something that would be culturally relevant across the board and something that would be fun and playful that would get people excited. We're developing some videos now because we've already have the software, as Gary was saying, and I can bring it up here. We'll just pull it up here so you can see the back office. Let me hit share screen and I'll get here.
So you can set up a business TikTok,
you can set up a business TikTok. And we can just go over here.
And then just like a little 20, 30 seconds, or something like
yeah, just
real
a
short.
short little video. But right here, the way our app is set up, all of your tabs are right over here. So like when I first log in, here's in my pipeline right now this week. This is what I'm working with that I haven't closed yet. Okay. Here's my conversations. Here's my calendar. Here's my contacts, which is my CRM and all that. I can see what people are coming in and they're being tagged and what they look like. I can see all that. But under marketing right here, I've got a social planner right here. And let's see here.
Under integrations.
Right here it is. Hold on a second. And let's see it. Add account. Right there. You see that? I don't have it hooked up yet because I'm still working on it, but I can integrate. These are the social media channels I have integrated right now. This is the one I'm going to add right here. And so what happens is any video, anything I want to do, I can time it. It goes out here. But here's the other cool thing. In my automation where I drip on people and all of that. Let me look here. Let's just create a workflow real quick and we'll call this TikTok. From scratch, create. I can go up here and call this TikTok.
Awesome.
Right here. What will trigger this workflow? I can go right over here and I think it's down here. A TikTok form is submitted. So I create something over on TikTok and all they have to do is click that form over there on TikTok. And I can have text sent to them, email sent to them, send them a direct message through Messenger or Instagram or TikTok itself. I can do anything and everything I want. I can basically create a sales funnel that's based on TikTok right here. I mean, it's just bad to the bone. So, and it all starts right there. And without fleshing that out, let me show you. For those who are not members, I'll show you what like one of my funnels look like. So here's like a funnel where someone fills out a form. And so what happens is the form comes, a tag is added so I know what they are. It waits 5 minutes. Then it sends them a text message. It waits 10 minutes, sends them another text message, waits 2 hours, sends them boom, boom, boom. And it's just going on and on and on. And then it even follows up with a voicemail right there. Okay. So what was amazing today, and it brings me back to me closing on one of the ladies today. She said, I'm just so impressed how you followed up so thorough. And you even left me that beautiful voicemail about offering me. I was like, ma'am, this is the first time I've seen your name or we've even spoken. And she said, what? I said, that was my system. It was completely automated. And I showed her the form I just showed you guys. I showed her and she goes, oh yeah, I got that. And I thought that, so she was just blown away. She thought that was me in real time responding and following up with her and leaving her a voicemail and all this other stuff. I said, no, ma'am. This is all AI. It's all automated. It's all integrated. It's just doing its thing. So when we say you can nurture clients on autopilot, and what I was telling her, because she's a salesperson like me, she says, that means the only people I'm talking to is people like myself right now. I said, it's exactly what that means.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I had a guy that asked me the other day, Terry, and I think I told you about this. He goes, can I use this system for my other businesses? I go, and he's an elite. Yeah. I go, yeah, definitely. I said, once you go through the basic training, right, the couple of days, you're going to be able to understand how to operate the CRM, the leads, and the follow-up. And once you have that in place, then it's autopilot, there, and you can basically unlimited businesses. You could have 10 businesses in there. In that one system on that one CRM, right?
Yeah, that's the point. It's so scalable. Yep. When I was in insurance, they taught me if I wanted to be at this level, then I need to have about 10 producers in our agency, and they were writing X amount of insurance, and I would get this over right. It was sort of the old MLM network marketing thing. If you want to build your business, got to recruit. With this business, guys, think about this. My CRM shows up all the time on time. my auditors, my text sends out that message. I don't have to follow up and say, hey, did you follow up with Jane? About the, it is its own work on time, doing what it's supposed to be doing all the time. So I can scale my business without being, dependent upon other people that are going to go up and down in their mood and their commitment and all this other stuff. It's one of the greatest businesses I've ever had the privilege. Once I started doing business this way about 14 and almost 15 years ago, I started doing business this way. And I was like, gosh, I wish this was around in the 90s when I started.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was working with the workflow a couple of weeks ago, Terry, and then I was just playing around with some features. And then I put manual call on the back end of a workflow, and some leads were coming in. The manual call thing, it'll automatically call you when the lead comes in. So when a lead came in, boom, it called my phone, asked me if I wanted to talk to the lead, like within 60 seconds from that lead coming in. And I was just like, I could have pushed the button and talked to him right then, right there, immediately. Right.
Well, Gary, think about this, because you're building out your call center. You have 2 or 3 people working from home that you want to help field calls.
Yeah.
Instead of it being your number, you send it to their number.
Right.
And all they got
you can assign it. Yeah.
You can just assign that funnel out to an agent.
So they want to talk to somebody live. I mean, that's a live hot lead.
So you can build your own virtual call center right there with the app. Because
they say in 5 minutes is the best time to be talking to that lead. Within 5 minutes is like the golden window, right?
Yeah.
They're like engaged with you like there's no tomorrow. If you're connecting with them that fast, you don't have to burn your fingers up and call, manually bang the phone out and do that. Here, it's done for you. You just click a button. You can send it to salespeople, just like you suggested. You could take the call yourself. It's going to patch it through right there every single time. That's not even a secretary, having to do that. That's an automated, thing that comes in the software. So,
absolutely. A lot of great stuff tonight, guys. I hope everyone's getting some value. Is everyone getting value out of tonight's training? I hope you are. Do we have any questions or anything that we can help you with while we still got everyone on live? Just want to make sure we're hitting that. Yes, sir. Stephen. I see Stephen raised his hand.
There you go.
Yes. Hey, guys. Hey, Gary. It's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. But I'm eager to kind of get things going back. I came on as an elite probably about 15 months ago, maybe. The last year has really been crazy for me. And I just needed to get things going back. And I have an agreement with someone that's a collection company. So I was looking at how I can utilize a platform to generate leads for businesses that needed help with their receivables.
Right.
And as soon as I had that conversation, the first thing that I thought about was, why don't I have my TW3 set up? And a few days later, I got the email. I sat in on your 3 o'clock session that you did the week before last.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then when I saw the email for this, I was like, I got to get back on. I got to get everything reactivated because I've had so much wasted time. And just sitting in on this conversation and to see how much this has progressed from the last time that I was looking at it, how much more is involved, how much more is automated, the AI factors. I mean, I'm not kicking myself. I'm kicking myself.
Yeah.
And I want to get things back up and running. Like I said, I mean, the TikTok, the social media, just everything. I'm just blown away with how far this has progressed and, generally, how much time I've wasted. Not really truly embracing and doing what I needed to do to get this off the ground. But I'm excited to retool, learn what some of the new opportunities are, some of the new programs and new features, and get back up and running. I really want to have everything, over this next month. But that was my question, is more the lead generation for like companies that needed help with receivables.
Does the companies that you would be helping, do they already have that data of people that are in the rears that they need to pursue?
No, that's the thing. I would be reaching out to new businesses and finding out if they need help with their receivables, and then putting that into the company, and then I would be getting a percentage.
Gotcha.
Like they do the collections. I'm just sending them the business, and then I'm getting a percentage of that. So I wanted to see how I can kind of automate it, because, you know, my issue before was, you know, I'm working from 9 to 5, 9 to 6, 9 to 7, and I'm already on the phone, you know, talking for 5-6 hours a day. Mm-hmm. So, you know, that was my issue before, was, you know, coming home at 6 or 7 o'clock and trying to get on the phone and return calls and follow up with people and spend another 2-3 hours on the phone.
Yeah.
It was a real, I don't know what the word to use, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
So, you know, but I think what really turned me was I sat in on one of your meetings, Terry, I want to say maybe 6 or 7 months ago. And you did a training on the AI opportunity with the book writing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And at that time, I was in the process. I had just started writing a book. You know, so it's just the timing of everything is just so like, I need this in my life. I don't know why I kind of let it fall to the wayside. Well, I know why I let it fall to the wayside.
You get busy.
You know, I know I need to do this. And, you know, and the drip, the drip that you got, it works. I mean, because every month or so I'm getting that email, and I get the two. I get one from you, Terry, and I get one from Gary.
That's right.
Simultaneously. So I'm seeing them come in my inbox, and I'm like, what are you doing? So I'm excited with how this has progressed. I mean, I'm blown away that in the last 15 months, how much more has been added, how much more this has just, like, I have to go through a whole new training just to.
Well, we have diligently worked as hard as we can to make sure we've alleviated any excuses for someone to spend money anywhere else on business solutions. We want everything. We want your email. We want your texting. We want your social media. We want your website design. And we're trying to put it in a way that it's all integrated as well. So it all works together. So when someone comes through TikTok, they're actually in your CRM. When you send out a text to someone and they fill out a form, all of a sudden you got their social media stuff in, so you can send them something through TikTok, and you could ask them, you know, you can connect there. So no matter where you go, because it's just like we've been dripping on you and it's coming on your inbox. We're getting to the point where I hope when you turn on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, when you go down the road, TW3 is constantly in front of you. I mean, that's just
and then also, Terry, quick thing real quick. Any of those channels, when a lead comes through there, we have automation that captures it and responds to it within that 5 minutes.
Yes.
Okay? So it's
crucial.
It's not just sitting there by itself in the World Wide Web. Okay. Right. Because you want to, I just want to throw that in there. That's very important, because once somebody, I mean, they're going to do business with somebody, the sooner the better. Right.
That's right.
So once they see that, just that automation message that goes through, and you can just see it working, and then you can discern if, like, I need to jump on this and talk to this person right now. They just have one question and they want to do business with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Or if it's a tire kicker, you know, you can get back with them in a more of a time, you know, sensitive later, you know, type of thing. So,
well, Gary, you know, for years we have drilled lead generation, generate lead, generate. And we're still doing that. But where I was weak was developing a system that once that lead is generated, it can be automated in a fashion that you're driving your conversion up. I wasted so many leads. I'd bring in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of leads, but because I didn't follow up with them in that timely fashion like you're talking about, a sale that I could have made went to the wayside because we are all distracted people, and we're all being fought over, and we're fighting for people's attention. That's all this is about. getting in front of people and getting that 5-second window, that 5-minute window that they're thinking about, hey, I just spent, way too much money on Christmas and this is what I need to catch up. What can I do this? Well, I want to catch people while they're thinking like that.
Yeah.
Because that thought's going to escape.
It's like, hey, we received your message. We'll be getting back with you at our earliest convenience. Did you have a question we can ask you? Just a generic canned text. And it's on text.
Yeah.
We bring it to text. Wherever this communication comes in, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google My Business Chat, text, it's text. So we respond back on text. Text is the most powerful communication out of anything, hands down.
Well, we've talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this in the mastermind, and I'm going to give a value bomb. And for, those who have ears, let them hear. My funnel conversion has spiked because of doing one thing Gary is alluding to. And I'll just tell you what I'm doing. When someone fills out an application form, I have got an automation delay of 5 minutes, and then a text goes out to them immediately. And it says, hey, Gary, I just got your application. Holy cow. Wow. You're exactly what we've been looking for. Do you have 5 minutes here in the next few minutes? I'm trying to get away so I can talk. Just all of a sudden, what? And it's like and I got hundreds of people getting that message, hundreds of people. But what did I just do? I just anchored their attention. And how did I do it? I called them by name. I told them you are exactly what I'm looking for.
And their city.
Do you have, and then all of a sudden I made them make a micro commitment. What's that micro commitment? Do you have about 5-10 minutes in the next a couple of seconds? And if they respond, yes, my system, boom, 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 boom. And if they don't respond, if they say no, I'm at work or whatever, I got my system automated to do something else. I'm telling you.
What he's talking about, you can drive thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of leads. Maybe not tens of thousands. You might have to adjust some stuff there, but a substantial amount of leads. Okay. What Terry's saying. So I just wanted to add that.
We call it a buttload in South Carolina.
Yeah. Well then, hey, I can't really comment on what we call it here down in Texas. Okay.
I have a feeling, the home of Ron White, I can imagine. Yeah. Anyhow, it's been a great night. I wish everyone a great, successful, happy New Year. I want to encourage all of you, while you're excited, while you have not talked yourself out of doing something good for yourself, do something. Make a commitment to yourself right now that this week's going to be better than last week. This year's going to be better than last year. And I can expect more because I'm committed to doing more. So I just want to encourage you, connect with your trainers, connect with the people that you're connected with here at TW3, and whatever that looks like. Maybe it's getting involved because you're not involved. Maybe you're involved, but you need to up your game. I don't know what that looks like. Everybody's coming from different places here, but make a commitment to yourself that you're going to go to the next level. Because if you don't make a commitment and you don't follow it through, then we just had a great meeting. People got excited, and then it's going to dissipate here in about 20 minutes. And that was all it's for. The good book says to be doers of the word, not just hearers of the word. We can listen all day long, but it's until we put action to the words. So what are you going to do? That's my call to action tonight. What are you going to do for yourself to make yourself better in the coming months? That's what you need to figure out. What does that look like? Does that mean, for some of you to renew, because your membership's not, well, get with your trainer and get renewed and let's get started. If you are a sales rep and trainer and you see some of the value in the elite and you want to upgrade, then, if that's right for you, I don't know. But if it is, make that commitment. Let's do it. All right. Let's go to the next level. All right. This has been recorded. Several people have asked. This will be posted on YouTube sometime tomorrow in full. And so if you missed something, you heard something, you'd like to go back and listen to it again, it'll be there. If you got any questions for me, you can always hit me at the chat bot at terrywilson3.com. Just click on that chat bot. I'm right over there. And I hope you guys will all become elites, because then I get to see you every week on Wednesday night and have conversations just like this.